You have to add a lot of sharps and or flats depending on where you go, because do you know the word enharmonic? Okay. What's the enharmonic of F sharp? G flat. And the enharmonic of V? C flat. The enharmonic of C sharp? Oh, you're going to get 100 in my class. Very good, very good. How many sharps is C sharp? 7. How many in F sharp? 6. How many in B? 5. You've got the idea there. And if we made a few more up here, boom, 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 boom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Do you have 8 sharps? No. What happens if you're in C sharp and you need to get going? Okay. Has everybody signed in on the little chart here? We've had some folks who have come in later. Pass it around one more time just to make sure everybody's in. Or if you see someone here that's not on it, deal with that. Thank you. Flat, 7, 6, 5, and then the flats continue, 4, 3, 2, 1. So on the keyboard, if you're in the key of C, and you want to go around here to one flat, what's the chord that gets you there? I'm in the key of C. Alright, I want to go to the key of F. One flat. What's the chord that'll get you there? Any idea? F is the 4 chord, but what's the chord that will pull you there? That's the C7 chord, and a C7 chord adds the first flat, which is instead of B, it adds a B flat. One flat, which takes you to F. And how many flats are in the key of F? 1. All right, same idea. In the key of F, what's the 7? 7 of the F chord is what letter name? 7 of F, go down a half step, E, and in key of F, the 7th is E natural, right? Okay, make the E flat, and all of a sudden you're now drawn to where? B flat. Which has how many flats? 2. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. This has 1 flat. That flat is B flat. Then you have the key of B flat, which has 2, and they are B flat and E flat. And then the next one, the key, this has 2 flats. The key of 3 flats is E flat, thank you. And what are they? B flat, E flat, and A flat. Now, in order to go from B flat to E flat, B flat, we add what note? We add the A flat, which then takes us to the key of E flat. That's why it's the cycle or the circle of fifths, because as you add a flat, you get to the next key, but you're also using the next key to get you there. Does that make sense? It's wonderfully logical. It does it all the way around. Now, when you get over here to 7 flats, key of, it's just easier to write it in sharps. So, as we're writing in sharps, I'll start with, well, let's just go around this way. What's, this is 0. Alright, what's the key with 1 sharp? G. And what is that sharp? F sharp. Okay. And it's like 1. Okay, the next one is, what's the key of 2 sharps? D. And they are F sharp and what? C sharp. Key of 3 sharps. And they are and G sharp. And the key of 4 sharps. Which one? E. Thank you. I'm a little deaf to this here, so it's all right. So much loud play. What can I tell you? And they are and D sharp, and so forth, and so on, and it keeps right on going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sharps. 1 sharp, 2 sharp, 3 sharp, 4 sharp, 5 sharp, 6 sharp, 7 sharp, 1 flat, and it just keeps right on going. 4 flats, and so on, which is A flat. And it just keeps going round and round, cycles and cycles and cycles. If you start in C and the natural 7 chord, you use the 7 flat, the 7.5 step, and you get to the next key going around this way. Every single time. D7 will take you to F. F7 will take you to where? B flat. B flat 7 will take you to E flat. E flat 7 will take you to, you got the idea. Now, F sharp major or G flat, depending on which. Now B, coming down back around to there. A major. So if you're needing to go this way, up the sharps and take 1 off, you simply keep going and add that 7th degree of the scale, and it will knock you up into the new key. Now, how do you go from C to G? How do we go the opposite way? Any idea? Well, what gets you to G going this way? When you're coming around, you take it away, and so you would need the D7 chord, right? D7 goes to G. What's the relationship between D7 and C? D7 will go to G. Here's C. That's the chord that will get you to G. Whatever degree of the scale you're on, be it C, G, D, whatever, you go up 1 step from C to D, D to E, E to F sharp, or F, whichever way you're going. You add the 7th, and it'll pull you back to the next key coming around on the sharp side. So, some of you are totally confused by that. That's okay. Because one of the things we have to learn in here are the intervals, which brings us into triads, which is page 17. The cycle of fifths is the formal structure in how your sharps and flats are always related to each other. This isn't going to change. This, very few things do you have. This is like math. 1 and 1 is 2. It's not going to change. These relationships are not going to change. So commit them to memory, because that's a very good thing. If I give you on a test, okay, here's C, here's F sharp, fill in the rest. And I'm going to want to know what are the flats, how many flats in each key, and so forth, because that's what you need to know. Those are your building blocks. You can't build a wall without the bricks that go in the wall. These are the building bricks. Okay? Triads. You all have covered a little bit of this, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. So, in any 3-note chord, well, any chord, let's just say the 3-note chord, called a triad, you have a root,